Avi Meyers, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. We're giving you an early preview of Aldermanic contests. Besides for the October issue that'll be coming out around the time of early voting for Jewish Chicago for the November election, we're probably putting out an Aldermanic issue this year. Check out our website for full details. About 10:30 this morning, I got a call from the people representing an alderman who was supposed to be here that he wasn't able to show up. So I put a notice on Facebook and saying, victim wanted, please call. So Kelly Tarrant, who's working with Scott Cohn these days, saw it right away, did some checking, and was kind enough to give me the next guest, who I think you're going to find very animated and intelligent and informative, and that's Donielle Lawson. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
And tell us what you're doing and what you're running and what's going on.
Well, my name is Donielle Lawson. I'm running for alderman of the 24th Ward, which is located primarily in the Lawndale community. And I'm excited.
Now, what do you presently do now?
I actually teach special needs students at Cook County Jail High School. Yes, they have a high school there. Yes.
Well, actually, considering how many juveniles are there, I never thought about it, but they would need one.
Yes, 17 to 21-year-olds. And what's great about that is that not only am I an educator, I actually educate offenders. And I've had prior experience in a juvenile detention center, which brings me back to the 24th Ward. Approximately 57% of the current residents there have contact with the law. They've either been in prison or jail. So I'm really a perfect candidate for this particular position.
Right, and for those who don't know, that's the old Jewish West Side.
Yes, it is. My family's been here about 60 years. Yes.
So yeah, you've got a little bit of experience over there.
Yes.
So, but you've been now. So why do you want to run for alderman?
This is really crazy. I'm going to tell the truth.
Sure.
A few years ago, I was an election judge. A poll watcher watched me. He liked the way I stood up to the current alderman, and he told me I was going to be the alderman, the next alderman. In February, I was voting. He pulled me over and he says, "Are you ready?" I looked around. I said, "Ready for what?" He says, "Are you ready to be the next alderman?" And ever since then, the doors have just been opening for me. Ever since then. And I just felt a calling, and I'm running.
Well, I can understand that. I've got to tell you that I had no idea who you were. I was trusting Kelly, who got you to come. You came here in the middle of an interview. When the interview finished and you started talking, I went, wow, she's going to be good.
Yes, and what's interesting also is that I'm a single mom. I have 6 children, and I love Lawndale. My son attends Morehouse College, where the late Dr. Martin Luther King attended. And if I can raise 6 children in that community, anybody can. What's really exciting about running is that I get the opportunity to walk the ward, and I'm hearing what the constituents want. It's not really going to be about what Donielle Lawson wants for the community, but it's what we can make together. What's really exciting also is that we have maybe 15 to 20%, I don't have the hard numbers on it yet, of new constituents that have moved into the ward. So perhaps they don't have roots there, but they're interested in knowing how they can help the community. And these are professional people that have moved into the ward. So I'm able to represent those people. I'm able to represent the single moms. I'm able to represent the educators. And we have a lot of problems with our schools. A lot of charters are moving in, contract schools, and it's tearing up our public school system. We don't have that many mentorship programs. We have currently 9 mentorship programs. And studies have shown if you don't have a solid mentorship program in a community that really is blighted, and you're going to end up with children in jail. And so since I know what it's like being in jail, I could really bring some resources to that community.
Wow.
I know I can go on and on and on, and I'm trying not to, but it's just been exciting. It's really exciting. And the people in the community, they don't want new jobs. They actually want the companies that are there. We have so many manufacturing companies sitting there, and they are not hiring the people within the ward.
Interesting.
Yes. Also, we hear about the food deserts. We're blessed because about 3 minutes from Lawndale is Cicero, Illinois. So we do a lot of our shopping in Cicero. many of the politicians have told me that there's no way that I could form a partnership with Cicero, but I'm actually speaking to the businesses there because people in Cicero, the businesses there, they actually hire people from the 24th Ward.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's just a lot of different things going on. We're less than 3 miles from downtown Chicago, less than 3 miles. And over again, the constituents, all I ever hear is, I don't see the alderman. The alderman's never around. You're always around. The alderman is never around, never available. I'm always available. I'm affiliated with the park districts. I volunteer. I'm everywhere.
And by the way, in case people are wondering, where have I seen her before? Where have they seen you before on TV?
Okay, free publicity here. Check, please. And actually, the restaurant is close to my heart is Cafe 2. And that's a second chance program for ex-offenders or homeless people. For these, well, I shouldn't say where it is, but Cafe 2. So you've seen me on Check, Please. Also Discovery for Cook County Jail. I've also been viewed at city council meetings.
Cool. By the way, hi, Tom Dart. I want you on the show before the election. So he's one of my favorite guests. Want to give us your contact information?
Yes, it's www.lawsonforlawndale.com.
www.lawsonforlawndale.com. I want to thank you very much, Donielle Lawson, for joining us on the North Time News Magazine. I want to thank my entire technical crew, Sonny Hirsch. I want to thank all of you for joining. Stay tuned next week for more interesting guests. Bye, everybody.